Welcome back to Summer Tips from She. This morning I'm with my wonderful friend Sherri Perez. Sherri serves as a moderator for our AM Bible study for She Ministries. And today I'm really excited because she's going to share some really neat tips with us.
Good morning. I wanted to help everyone out there come up with some wonderful ideas on how to date or steal your husband away for a couple of moments, sometimes on a picnic or whatever it is. All right, ladies, so what we're going to try and do is help you guys to have some ways to steal some time with your husband. We all have husbands that are super busy and have a lot going on in their lives. So what I like to do is I like to plan a little something without my husband having to think about it. So when I want to plan a little picnic, what I always have is a blanket so that we can sit on whenever we go on our picnic. Plates are always good. Sandwiches, which my husband and I like to munch on while we're talking. Of course, the drinks, which are always important. My husband's in training right now, so he's very particular about what he eats, so I always try to make sure he's got his veggies, his carrots, and his broccoli. And for me, who likes to eat chocolate, I have my chocolate, fruit, and nuts and trail mix. These are just very simple, easy things that I can throw in the cooler. It's nothing elaborate. I don't usually pack hot foods. I just pack easy, small things we can nibble on. And then he likes his rice cakes, so I throw those in, zip it up. We take our blanket. We try to go to a park or somewhere where it's kind of quiet, but sometimes him and I just can't get away, so what we do is we'll leave the kids inside. We'll go in the backyard and I'll set up my blanket and we'll have just some quiet time out there by ourselves. You have to be creative and flexible because sometimes we have children, sometimes we have other commitments that we can't get away for very long. So make the best of the small time that you have and make it fun for both of you. And last but not least, the most important thing I always try and put in is a little note to my husband. This one I say, I love you. And then I always try and write on the back a little something about why we are thankful for him so that I don't forget to tell him that day on the date. So I say, I'm thankful that you work so hard for us. That way I remember to tell him. Okay, ladies, another great thing for you to do is try and remember what it is that you and your husband like to do. For my husband and I, we like to be in the outdoors. He likes to cycle and I like to run. So we do both together. So sometimes when my husband comes home, if he hasn't had a chance to get out during that day, I try and plan a little time for us to get away to go on a bike ride. So what I'll do is I'll lay out all of his cycling gear, including his helmet and his uniform and his cycling shoes and of course his goo. And then I'll do the same for myself. So when he walks in, everything's ready for him. We just change into our clothes, we jump on the bikes, and off we go. We will try and get an extended ride, come back, and then continue with our picnic if we have time for that. So this is another way that you can carve some time for you and your husband to be alone. Okay, ladies, so another spin-off of getting outdoors and exercising is going for a run. I also lay out our running clothes so my husband and I can jump on a trail and go for a run. It includes our shoes and our workout clothes, our hats, and then our fuel belts with water, so that he does not have to think about anything. It's just easy for him and I to get out and have some time alone together. I just encourage you to remember what it is that you two as a couple like to do together and just be creative with it. Don't put limits on yourself and don't put limits on your husband. Just the small things, the big things, just go for it and have a great time with your husband.
Well, thank you so much, Sherri, for sharing these dating tips with us. And I hope that you at home can take these and just get creative with them. Like Sherri said, find what works for you and your husband and just have fun. It's very important that we do date each other. And I love, Sherri, how you mentioned that even when we have other obligations and we can't stay away from the kids, you can take this in your own backyard, in front of your own fireplace, wherever. Just be creative and have a lot of fun. So again, thank you.
Thank you, Nichol.
We hope that you join us again next week for more Summer Tips from She.